This video is brought to you by W Energy and Hydration Products. Visit w.gg to check out all they have to offer, and don't forget to use coupon code SeaMonkeyDude to save 10%. Thanks.
I'm a sea monkey man, Trip G and D-U-D-E.
Hey there, everybody. This is John, the Sea Monkey Dude here. We're going to do a quick tank update and start a new little project here. So you guys know these two colonies by now. They're now a little over 3 weeks old. Their 3-week birthday was yesterday. We've got the ocean volcano on the left, and we've got the ocean zoo on the right here. We've got a lot of babies in this one right here on the left in that ocean volcano. No babies in the ocean zoo right now. Not that I've noticed, at least. But we've got a lot of sea monkeys in both of these that are getting bigger. They're either fully mature or pretty darn close to it. Usually I'd say it takes about 4 weeks or so till we see them at full maturity. But these guys are looking pretty big. I'm not sure if they're growing anymore or not. So you've probably seen me talk about or maybe read about nursery tanks. Nursery tank is when you get your little pipette or aqua leash like this, and you suck out the babies and put them in a separate tank, so that way they're not fighting with the adults, over food, that sort of thing. It's a practice a lot of people do and have success with. I've done it in the past and had success with it. And another thing that I've done is sort of what I call a reverse nursery tank, is where instead of sucking out the babies, let's suck out the adults. They're bigger, they're easier to snag, and then we can leave the babies in here. The salinity, pretty similar between these two tanks. Might be slightly different because this one has a little bit more volume than this one. But I think it's close enough where we shouldn't really have an issue with getting these sea monkeys from here acclimated to here. So that's what we're going to do. And you guys can have fun and laugh at me as I try to get these adult sea monkeys in here and move them over to this tank. And we're going to try to do that without sucking up the babies, which is sometimes difficult. Look at that. I got a mating pair right there. There they go. Now they're in here. We're going to try to do that with all the adults. Hopefully not get any babies. But we'll take a quick look into this container on the right. And you know what? I did get a baby. I see it in there. If we can move it back, we will. If not, we're not going to worry about it. We're really worrying about the babies that are being left in this container on the right here. Or excuse me, on the left. Those are the ones that we're really trying to get them to reach adulthood. If one or two babies move into the other tank, not the end of the world. But by sucking out most of these adults here, we're going to give these other babies a better chance, I think. Okay. Doing pretty good. Fun game, huh? Moving sea monkeys. Oh, I had one, but I think she fell out. Okay, got a mating pair there. It's sort of like a claw machine where you're grabbing the animals. For those of you guys that don't know me, like in real life, I love claw machines where you win stuffed animals. I've been playing them for 30-something years, and I'm pretty good at it. Teaching my kids to be pretty good, too. Ooh, look, we snagged two. Oh, I lost them. Okay. Ooh, almost had her. All right, we got one. He's moved over. Okay. Got her. Nope. Lost her. Get in there. Okay. Just a couple more big ones in here. Medium-sized guy. Oh, lost. I've got him. All right. Now he's in there. Let's see here. I think we're looking pretty good. There's like one medium-sized one back here. Let's see if we can get her or him. I can't tell. Did I get it? Nope. I see it. Okay. Got that one moved over. Now, I think we've got all the big ones out of that ocean volcano. That's great. They're all over in the ocean zoo. And I know a couple of the little babies got transferred over there. At least a few of them. Most are still over here. I might grab a smaller pipette and see if we can move some of those babies back. Sometimes that's difficult, but this one right here is a little bit smaller. This did not come with a sea monkey tank. This is just a smaller pipette that I bought online. But with that smaller opening on here, we're going to be able to get the babies and not the adults, and hopefully make it a little bit easier to move some of them over. Like I see one right here. And one right there. Sometimes I'll try to get a few at once and move them back over. Sorry guys, you got that new home for just a couple minutes there, and I'm moving you back. You guys weren't supposed to come. And I'm just taking a quick look in here to see if there's any more babies that accidentally got moved. I just put 2 or 3 of them back. There probably are in here. I'll take a look again later today and over the weekend. You know what? I see one right there. Got it. There we go. Yeah, so like I said, I'll take a look over the next couple days, see if I see any babies that should be moved over. I see one more at the bottom right now. I lost it. They're so freaking tiny. You guys know? Yeah. Okay, I got one. We've still got a lot of babies in that one to the left. You might not be able to see them really easily right now because they're so tiny and we're not really zoomed in on the aquarium. But there's a lot of them over there. I still think there's a couple that made it over here. I see one. I'll work for another minute or so trying to get them over. Then we'll just sort of let this dust settle a little bit, and I'll try again later tonight or tomorrow if there's any that we missed. But really, again, the reason we're doing this, we've got the adults in here. They're able to get food. You can see we got algae growing at the bottom now already in both these things. Look at all that algae in both of them. I'm still feeding them too. You know, I feed them twice a week. And so they're getting the powdered food from me. There's, you know, algae growing in here. And now without all those adults in here, I mean, I can see we've got a few dozen babies. Hopefully you can see some of them on the camera. They've got a better chance of getting those smaller food particles now that they're not competing with the adults. That's the theory. And so we've got our reverse nursery tank, which looks cool now because we've got so many adults in there. I will keep a close eye on their gut lines and the water quality and see if we need to adjust the food, because we basically doubled the population of this tank in the past 5 minutes here. So we will keep an eye on that. It's always okay to adjust feeding if you need to. I'm in a pretty good routine of typically feeding my colonies twice, my small colonies like this, twice per week. But when need be, you can adjust that. You can add more food, subtract food, feed more frequently or less frequently. Nothing wrong with any of that. You know, it's always important to use our observation skills, keep an eye on the colony, look at the amount of pets we have in there, look at their gut lines, look at their poop tails. You guys know what that is, right? You can probably see some small ones on these guys right now. I did feed them earlier today. You know, look at the water quality and then adjust feeding as necessary. All right, I think we're done with this for now. I'm going to put the lids back on. It's always a good idea. And really, that's it. You know what? Why don't we take a closer look at these two colonies before we say goodbye here? Let me grab my phone off the stand. So take a quick look in here. There are a lot of babies. I know it's sort of hard to see them. You can see we've got a little bit of a film growing on the side of the aquarium already. That's algae growing on there. We'll scrape it off in another day or two. I'll show you guys how I do that in another video. But if you look closely, you can see we've got babies swimming around all over in this aquarium. I know it's a little bit difficult, but I think you guys can see them. If you can't, check your eyes or get a better screen with better resolution, because I can see them. As I'm recording this on my phone, I can see them in real life and on my phone screen. So that's why we do that. Now, all these babies that are left in here, they got a better chance to survive. Pretty awesome. Let's look at this other one. Now, this tank looks really cool, too, just because we have so many in here. And again, they don't need a whole lot of space, to thrive and be happy. These aquariums that the Sea Monkeys brand puts out are designed to hold up to 100 adult pets. Seriously. Sounds like a lot. And most people don't get that many adult pets in their aquarium, so it's not really an issue ever. But that's what they're designed for. Hopefully we'll have a lot of adults in here in a few weeks. I'll keep you guys updated. Hope you have a great evening and a great weekend, or whatever part of the week it is while you're watching this. It's about to be the weekend for me. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Don't forget, we've got a fan club. If you join the Sea Monkey Dude fan club by subscribing through YouTube here, you'll get access to my videos earlier. You'll get discounts on my web shop and other benefits too. All right, you guys. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.
Doing big shrimping in the deep blue sea. I'm a sea monkey man, shrimp G and DUD.